Yes, it is true. A series of failures or 6 to 7 years of infertility does not mean that your path and your journey has ended. Usually, when a couple goes through such a long journey of infertility, it ends in success with IVF. IVF is a scientific, technically advanced treatment, and out of all the options available, it does have the maximum success rate. But we do go through a lot of hiccups with IVF also.
Yes.
Most important being age of the patient.
Age definitely is a big catch. The maximum fertility potential of a female lies between 25 to 35 years of age, and if we are able to catch the female in that particular period of time, then we can give the best results at the earliest. But as we know, the decline in fertility is very rapid after 35 years of age in a female. So again, when a patient approaches later in life, then we do face a lot of challenges, and the fertility treatments need to be changed accordingly so that we give a good result earliest.
We all know that biology and nature do its work, but the current trends and in reproductive planning of patients is such that usually those in the decade of 30s are very much stressed with their work, they are building their careers, they want to have their own ambition fulfilled, which is why the golden period passes away. And that is why we suggest a lot of women, those who have the finance, to go for oocyte freezing, which is freezing your eggs at a younger stage, so that if and when you require fertility treatments in a later stage of your life, you have a backup or you have a reserve. So although not all women in general are accepting oocyte freezing, I think our Indian female celebrities are setting a good example. One of the most famous example is Priyanka Chopra, who was also very vocal about it, and she has a really nice, beautiful daughter right now. And more recently, Kriti Sanon has also released a statement that she also chose egg freezing. So we can learn from them and also try. If patients have or women have queries or they have misconceptions, I think it is better that they come to an expert and get their questions cleared rather than listen to hearsay and not do something that could benefit in the future.
I think females now are very empowered is what we are saying, but this empowerment for reproduction is still not happening because there are a lot of misconceptions, beliefs where they feel that they'll have a lot of pain, they'll have to have a lot of bed rest associated with that, and definitely finances. Otherwise they would have a good financial planning, but when it comes to when we say oocyte freezing or you can definitely plan your reproduction, they have a big question mark whether is it really necessary.
But when then they see in the retrospect, they find out that it would have been a better option and better investment for sure. But it is of course not 100%.
It's a scientific thing which is done. So giving 100% results is never realistic. But planning a reproduction for yourself is the best thing. If you can do an oocyte freezing, you can have a good career at that peak where you want, not losing on that, and still have again a good parenthood later.
Having said that, I think every couple and every individual should get a chance to personalize their own fertility journey. IVF is not 100%, no treatment is 100%, but I think what is important is the right approach for that couple.
Yes.
And personalized treatment can go a long way in getting pregnant at the earliest.
Yes. So we can just hope that the patient believes that there can be personalized treatment, so not comparing that some other couple could conceive faster than them, because everyone has their own previous treatment histories, failures which need to be rectified in the best way possible and give the best results.
Along with socioeconomic, finance factors,
yes.
Life happens, everything happens, but we have to find a way out of it.